were just talking to Coach Brom and Coach Ivey about Riley Leonard, and kind of, I guess, what do you remember about him from last year and playing against him? And you guys, now this is the third week in a row you'll play against a running quarterback. How much does that help?
This being the third week that we played against a running quarterback would definitely help. What I remember from him last year, I know he came into us hurt a little bit, and just like what I've seen from him, like they like running him a lot, so we just definitely have to be prepared for that this week.
This could be for both of you, but I'll start with you, Tyler. Just Georgia Tech obviously was a higher level, better team than the first two teams you played this year. How much was that evident to you as the game started that, wow, it's not as easy this time?
Yeah, I think just from the soundness of their defense, their players, their interior linemen, linebackers, DBs, everybody from at least an offensive perspective, they stand out on tape. They did a really good job, and I think going into every single game in the future is going to be like that going forward. So I think it was a really good test to see how we can battle through some adversity, but also continue on what we were doing good at.
Tyler, you're in the top 6 right now for passing efficiency. For lack of a better word, what's kind of clicked these past couple of weeks, and how has that wide receiver room really helped chemistry-wise?
Yeah, I think it's a testament to just the O-line as well, giving us time to go out there and make plays in the wide receiver room. We've done a really good job of just developing that chemistry in the offseason, and coaches have done a really good job calling plays to get guys open, and it's made it really easy on me to get it out there to them. I think we just got to keep building on what we've done and know that our standards are a lot higher than what it is right now, and we want to keep climbing to reach that championship level of play.
In some big-time college football venues throughout your career, USC, Texas comes to mind, but where's Notre Dame kind of going to rank among the upper echelon of really big-time venues? Yeah,
I think it's definitely up there. Never been able to play there yet, but I'm really excited to go out there and play against a really good team, especially in that kind of environment. And I think it's what you go out there and you play college football. You want to dream of playing in those type of games, and I think everybody on the team has that same mindset. We don't really care where it is. We want to just kind of go play against a really good team. And I think after the game, when all the dust settles, you can kind of look back on it more.
Coach Ivey was in here talking about the importance of kind of just repetition and getting better at defending the quarterback run game. As a linebacker, what do you see as the biggest key for your position group when trying to slow a quarterback down from running the ball?
For linebackers, it's you just have to know what you have to do and just read your keys, because the offense is going to try to give you different looks, run different things to try to get their quarterback open to run the ball. So I just feel like for linebackers, just all this week, we got to just go through everything and just study film, knowing what they're going to try to give us this week.
Just a quick follow-up, communicating with the defensive line. How do you guys try to do that in those areas in terms of who's key, who's coming inside?
Definitely just talking to them pre-snap before we go out there on the field, just letting them know like what I might say or just like what I might see, and you just have to read everything that they give you. But when the play gets started, you can't really say too much. You get loud out there.
Tyler, their defense shut down Purdue and Miami, and for most of the game, A&M, not so much against Northern Illinois. When you watch them, or if you've watched them at all, what's the strength of their defense? What do you have to be most concerned with?
I think they really do a good job of playing together. I think they're talented at every single position, and there's not really a leakage as far as a weakness on any side of the ball or any position. So I think they play really hard, and they do a good job of playing together. And I think we just have to be really good on our side of the ball as far as executing what we're trying to do, playing physical, playing tough, playing smart, and really just executing our game plan and going out there and having fun.
TJ, you were a guy that played the bulk of the snaps last year. Mark said it was between 90 and 95%. You've got a guy next to you who's kind of stepping up into a larger role in Stan Quinn. What's been your impression of seeing him grow from a guy that played about 15 snaps last year into the starter's role?
I'm definitely, proud of the progress that Stan Quinn has had, and just moving forward, I just try to take him under my wing and just always have him end up with me in the film room, just because we out there together, so we have to be on one accord, and just moving forward, for a young guy to be out there making plays, stepping up, and having that starting role is just something that I'm really proud of him for.
For both of you guys, obviously just one game and a long season, but in the big picture, how much does this game mean? And looking forward to what you want to accomplish this year?
I think it's important just because it's the next one right ahead of us. It's a really good opponent, and we have to win this game if we want to reach our goals in the future. So I think that's our total focus. Is we knew every single game is going to be a battle, and this one ahead of us is just going to be that. So we got to be prepared.
Tyler, you've been through a lot in your collegiate career. Given everything that you've been through, how mentally prepared are you to play in an environment like Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think it's like you said. You prepare for these moments. You've been in some crowd noise. You've been through a lot of adversity, and I think it's just another game that you can go out there and really focus on your communication, focus on your keys, and go out there and play and understand that it's all extra noise, and you can control your play and how you dictate that.
TJ, you mentioned noise a while ago, and there were some occasions Saturday where it really got to a high level here to where they really had a hard time functioning. How does that affect you guys? Is it make it hard for you to communicate, or you just really feed off that level of energy and noise?
We definitely feed off of it. We want to get louder, so I definitely had enjoyed the crowd getting into it because they helped us get some of those big time stops. So it doesn't really bother us. We just have to get together and just get close to communicate what we want to get said.
Tyler, two-part question for you. Jeff talked about how Jaden will be out for the year. First part is, how does that, when you guys are just starting to kind of gel and mesh and finding which receivers, to throw to, how does that kind of affect you? And then what do you say to someone who is in a situation that, you've been in before?
Yeah, it sucks. Bottom line, I'm really sad for him, but I know that he's super mature. He's got a great head on his shoulders, and I talked to him yesterday, and he knows that this is all happening for a reason. And I've been there before, and I think it's hard to look at the end goal and what you're going to do at this point. It's really difficult to think about that. But I told him just to take it day by day and have little victories and still be a positive role model, which he is, and a leader for some of those young guys in the receiver room. And I know he's going to do that. He's going to be around here every single day, and I think it's going to work out for him regardless. He's going to be back ready to go whenever that timeline may be. But I think just with some of the guys coming back in the receiver room and some of the chemistry that we developed so far, I don't think we'll necessarily skip a beat, but we'll feel his loss for sure, just with his presence and his skill set.
Tyler, on the touchdown to Jacory, were you able to, I can't remember if you had pressure that play or you were knocked down, were you able to see it, and did you see the spin and be like, is he really going to catch that? And does it surprise you now after you've been with him for a while that he catches something like that?
No, the short answer is no. It doesn't surprise me he caught it at all. I actually didn't see it because I caught a right calf cramp mid-throw, so I as I was throwing my calf cramp, so I was grabbing it, turned around. I was like, oh, hopefully that's good. And crowd, it's fun at home because you can hear them go crazy, and you're like, oh, that was good, definitely good. And so it worked out because I didn't really fully cramp, but it was starting to kind of get there, and the trainers did a good job of just getting fluids back into me because it was humid. But I didn't see what happened at all until we got on the sideline.